Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Caliber, and we are playing Star Wars Still Waters, a Star Wars tale on the Star Wars Fantasy Flight game Star Wars system. I just, I started with the wrong point of Star Wars and just rolled with it. And speaking of stars, our game master Smug is here.
Hello, I'd just like to state that I am not going to be part of the litigation that will follow for the overuse of the Star Wars brand name.
Always nice to have your support. And speaking of support, I had a good segue for this, but it doesn't really make any sense
I don't think you did.
No,
you're right. I don't think you did.
I didn't have a good segue for it, but speaking of support, here's someone who's probably played a support class in a MOBA. It's internet celebrity D. Davis.
Wow, that's a real big reach there.
He has a Stretch Armstrong level reach.
Oh, Lich gonna have your man. I don't know where to go with this. Hi guys.
Welcome and thanks for joining us.
No problem.
And speaking of us, one of us is noted author Steven Siddall.
Things are just getting worse and worse.
Look, there's a song for this, and it's "The Only Way Is Up," baby.
Look, we're rusty. It's fine. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve. Nice for you to join us.
And speaking of rust, here are the dulcet tones of Grimmeth.
I'm about to write a cease and fucking desist letter for this.
I have literal tears coming out of my eyes.
If anything would make three of us perform a repeated spit take, it would be this intro.
Yeah.
Which one of us is the belt?
What a valid way to spend my time this evening.
I think I'd be the belt. Because I'm always holding it in, remember?
That's true. Ah, good callback.
That was good.
Good save.
Indeed. All right, so we are indeed continuing with Project Still Waters, a Star Wars tale. I should probably put the project in the title. Doesn't matter. Now, when last we were all together, well, we weren't all together. That was part of the problem. But there was a bit of a shopping trip. There was a Betrayal 5 by a taxi driver. There was a horrific shootout, which really opened, I believe it opened Jason's eyes to the horror of war.
I. Not eyes, I.
You know, he's got another eye under that eye patch.
Motherfucker. That's right. He swaps the eye patch around every now and then, doesn't he?
I don't believe that's true.
Yeah, I don't think that is true. You've really hurt him on an emotional level by insinuating he is not handy capable.
Monocular.
Well, that was my headcanon.
Yeah, so that happened.
I also blackmailed the dude. And he is now a buddy for life.
That's true.
That's right. That poor dude whose name I've completely forgotten.
I have two.
Don't worry. I've got it somewhere.
It's Benny.
Oh, that's
I think
right.
it actually was Benny.
Yes, it is Benny. I'm looking at my notes right now. It says Benny.
Yeah, I would have gone with Benny because of the mummy. Hey, Benny.
So yes, I blackmailed that dude. Now he's ours forever.
Yeah, he pretty much is. So it.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. He literally rolled a triumph on it, so it turns him into a permanent contact, and we can buy stuff through him all the time now.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have to come back to Nar Shaddaa for it, but yes, definitely.
You just ring him up on Hoth, like, "Hey, guy."
You don't mind coming out here, do you? Doing a little delivery?
Then you just threaten him. Or just treat him like Amazon. You can just call him up and put your order in.
I want this fresh now.
Let me just write that down, that his name was Benny for future reference. But yes, that happened as well. You've now got a contact. The voiceless diatham attacked when you guys were least suspecting it on the taxi ride back to the ship. You guys kind of made not short work of them.
Definitely not short work.
Definitely not short or pretty. But you guys did prevail. You looted their bodies like the true murder hobos you all hoped to one day become. And that's kind of where we're at. In the grand scheme of things, you guys have some information that is suggesting that your next port of call is likely to be Quen Station, which is located on the border between the Mid-Rim and Hut space. And you've got a contact there, or at least a name to chase down. I'm not quite sure how you guys are going to do it, but that name is, of course, Jagdon the Great.
Yeah, we've got his holomail address.
Yes.
Jagdon the Great at idc.co.mothco.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how the moth thing came back, but here we are. Let me just finish jotting this down. Benny.
He's still writing the word Benny?
Yeah, well, I can't write and talk at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't take that perk.
I didn't take that perk. You're right. There were a lot of things I could have taken. I picked more stamina, don't ask. Now,
It's been working out for you.
yep, let me just throw my notebook aside. So that's kind of where we're at. You guys got in the other taxi, I believe, and then limped away.
Yeah, we took the taxi driver hostage.
Did
Because-
you really?
Yeah, we like collecting prisoners. That's
I
our...
thought you guys just killed him.
No. No,
I'll move you guys back over here.
Hey, Toastland, and jam it in.
That's right. Toast Island and the Jam It In, a very good location. So that's where we're at. There are 3 of you inside of that taxi over there, and I'm going to have to turn this off of voice, open voice, because I'm my cat. That's good.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Incredibly annoying. So yes, there's 3 of you in the taxi. Presumably you've got the taxi driver with a gun to his head in some way, shape, or form. Where do you guys want to go from here?
Well, he was unconscious, and so we just put some binders on him, and I think we were going to go back to the starport. Spaceport. Spaceship dock.
This map looks amazing, by the way. I like to look at the taxis.
Oh, did we do our light side and dark side, whatever?
I'm sure it won't be important.
No. No, we haven't, so we should probably do that.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
I actually
Good looking out, D.
Remember.
Davis.
at the other game. All right, go ahead and roll your destiny dice for me. It's looking
All
good,
right.
gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Oh boy!
Well, I was considering the other
Nice.
day. Oh, there we go. Even Steven. Almost.
Oh,
Ah!
Yeah, thank you. I actually was considering, man, shouldn't you guys be using the dark side? But oh well, too late now.
I mean, I guess technically we should be.
No, we're always the protagonists of the story.
yeah, we're just
That's right.
unsympathetic protagonists.
You're always the heroes of the story.
If this story was about Pennywise, the clown from It, he'd be the protagonist.
I would also not be playing because that clown scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
Hey, don't worry, Smug. We all float down here.
I couldn't go near drains on streets.
Smug, it's fine. You'll float. We all float down here, Smug.
Just the best floating. You won't believe how well you're going to float.
Wow.
You're gonna be sick of floating.
It's early for that, but here we are.
It won't be early
Okay.
by the time this episode comes out. It'll be
All right,
far
so you
too
guys
late.
are on the way back to the spaceport. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before you get there?
Negatory.
Clearly, should have another side adventure to go shopping.
Yep.
Do you want to? It's
No.
certainly an option for you.
I got nothing.
No, I got to get back to the ship and try to install the scope in this new helmet and, spray paint it black. Catch up on my
Get our-
dioramas.
Get our second prisoner of the game so far
Yep.
into a comfortable cell.
Oh, that reminds me. We should put up the partitions in the ship. We don't need 8 bunks in a row anymore. We'll do that when we get back to the uninvited guest. We'll just
Well, perhaps that's what my character has been doing, remodeling the ship in your absence.
putting up the portable partitions. Everything just folds into the bulkhead, I'm sure. All right, let's. I'm assuming Jason's driving this space taxi.
He'd better.
Yes, I am, of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Please enjoy this original H.R. Giger masterpiece between each of the partitions.
But I mean,
It's gorgeous.
like a space taxi, so I'm sure it's really easy to pilot.
All right. So as you're driving back, the little walkie goes off.
Yeah, thanks for using my old token, by the way.
This is such an old map that I'm reusing at the moment.
And our comm goes off. The
Yeah,
comm
you
in
know,
there.
the cab's walkie goes off.
That's what I was.
Danny
gonna ask you.
DeVito starts shouting at us, asking us about things.
Get back to the company.
Cab 82, Cab 82.
Laika's worried about you. You've been gone forever. Get back here. Get back and talk to Laika.
Watcher picks it up and says, "Yes, this is Cab 82."
You sound a little different today. You not well today?
That's exactly right.
Well, that's fair enough. All right. I see that your sign is off, so I need you to head over to the big hut statue to pick somebody up.
That fucking hut statue.
The big hollow hut statue.
That's just the
Certainly.
name, but we all call it that here.
Who am I picking up?
We got someone urgently needs a cab, and you're pretty nearby.
I see. Well, unfortunately, I quit and I'm stealing the car. Thank you very much. All right.
Hey, wait now.
Dang. That was pretty blunt.
Boring conversation anyway.
It really was.
So you guys continue flying back without any further interruptions.
Was this going to
However-
devolve into Stillwater's Crazy Taxi Edition?
Well, I was just going to say, because it seems he knows where our location, we should probably look into transponders on the cab and disable them.
Yeah, we can also
Yeah,
just
probably.
not land on top of our ship.
Yeah, just park somewhere and walk or whatever.
Walk the block it takes to get to the starport.
All right, if you guys want to do that, there's going to be no problems at all.
Yeah, we'll just park not at our ship.
Sounds fine to me.
And walk the rest of the way to the ship.
All right, so how are you handling the unconscious individual? We doing Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Weekend at Bernie's, it's the only way to go. Oh, someone's had too much to drink. Oh.
What are we keeping him for anyway?
He works for the voiceless diatham whom we are hunting.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's woken up yet, but I figured we'd have a chat with him.
All right. Jason and Tim can handle the Weekend at Bernie's because Watcher is very weak.
Sure. I'll sling one of his arms over my broad shoulders and be like, "Yay! I'm carrying a cabbie who tried to gas us. Don't mess with the voiceless diatham."
How does that face look?
It doesn't look great. The edges of the lips are sort of pulled back, like like something awkward happened and you don't want to mention it, but everybody saw it happen.
Everybody really wants to mention it. We'll stagger it onto the ship and I guess do our secret knock on the ramp, like a like that.
Yes, that was absolutely the secret knock.
It's coming right for us.
I'm totally on the wrong layer, but whatever.
Oh, now it's gone forever.
It is indeed. But yeah, I mean, I'm not in control of your ship, guys. It's up to you to get on board.
Well, maybe the person who's on board can let us in.
I'm sure we have access codes and things.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can just push a button and get back on board.
We're
I'm
really
just trying to-
complicating entering a ship, aren't we?
I'm trying to involve the whole team in this decision.
We're on the ship. Let's go.
I
Fine.
choose to get on the ship, GM.
I push the ship get on button.
Don't want to roleplay anyone else's character. Just do
All
what
right,
you
can
wanna do.
you roll for me to see if you actually hit the button?
Yeah, sure. Coordination, I assume?
Yep, coordination.
Uh,
Hang on.
You get
This is
one
going to
setback
go
die because you're a filthy drug addict.
All right, sure.
Damn, so judgmental.
Fortunately,
Skipping.
I'm well conditioned, so I erase a setback die from all my coordination checks.
damn.
That's
Ah,
pretty good.
There you go. I pushed the shit out of that button.
fuck you.
No, sorry. I pushed the criff out of that button. You sleemo.
Jizz comes
Damn.
pouring down the landing ramp.
Alright, so what was Dr. Beck up to that all that crate jizz is now flowing?
It sounds like, based on what we just covered, that Dr. Vec has been at work remodeling the ship because we don't need all those bugs anymore. So instead, partitions have been set up. The bunk count has been halved. The partitions are probably made out of the spare parts of the bunks that have been removed.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's modular on here.
And Dr. Vec has like this waste not, want not approach. There's probably like a creepy, like maybe like a glowing like glass, like cyber eye somewhere in the middle of all of it.
Nice.
You just set up a little temporary brig for our one prisoner, soon to be two.
You know, if she was asked to do that before, she probably would have too. Never would have known that modular bed frames could have been turned into a makeshift brig until suddenly it's like a baby crib and there's bars all around you.
Yeah, so like like a blanket fort kind of thing, but harder.
I know, it almost looked fun except for how terrifyingly efficient it looks.
Imperial technology, always the best. Tem says, unholstering his gun, which has a useless string attached to it.
It's so good.
Dr. Vec wipes the sweat off her fucking like mammoth brow.
Using like a full towel to do so.
Yeah.
It's a beach towel, too.
Just like splatters a little bit, like off to the side.
That
Thanks
could be a
for
good disguise. If you ever needed one, you just wrap a towel.
It says, "Welcome
My
back.
hair's wet."
I see you brought a +1. I didn't quite account for that in the design."
I'm certain they can share a bunk.
Well, I mean, thanks for making all those changes and setting that up for us, Doctor.
It was my pleasure. This ship should run 0.76% quicker now.
Ah, you hear that, Jason? Upgrades.
Ooh,
It's,
numbers.
It's like not very much. That's less than 1%. That's I know.
Vec snorts derisively.
it's,
Well, if you know of a better way to improve the speed of the vessel using nothing more than these modular tools on hand, then by all means.
I'm not saying I do. You know what? Good job. Good job. I
Thank
totally don't.
Thank you.
So where is Captain Zen right now?
I guess in the baby crib modular brig.
So it's literally the bed frames just kind of tied together to make
Yes.
the wall.
Yes.
Are
That's
the
exactly what it is.
mattresses still on there, like at the padded room?
Yes. Vec's like, I don't know what to do with these. Just in case we hit a bit of turbulence, I might as well leave them on there. Use like a laser cutter or whatever to cut like a hole inside like one of the mattresses so that we can see in there.
Mattresses are one-way fabric.
So from within the pillow fort, the good captain lifts her voice. Are you guys gonna let me go yet?
Probably not on Nar Shaddaa, no.
That's probably a good thing, although this is where I've got some holdings.
I can only assume that you're itching to turn us in, so I don't particularly want to let you off where you're in a position of power. I'm sure you understand.
In fact, looks back at Tim. I do like holdings.
And who doesn't like holdings? But I still am not sure who you guys really are, and I don't really care. I just like to go home.
Tim
Tim
kind of squints at her, as if he's not sure whether to believe her.
My suggestion is just to kill her. She's loose end.
Whoa, let's not be hasty.
It's discipline to sort lies from fact, isn't it?
I think that's what we rolled, yeah.
Vec like swivels her cone head towards Walter. Well, it would be unfortunate if I built that brig, as Tim desired, only for it to be empty. Unless we're keeping him alive, pointing at like the cabbie you've dragged in.
I guess we are.
What's the difficulty on discerning truths there, Smug?
If you want to see if she was lying there about wanting to just go home, it will be 1 difficulty.
Okay, here it comes.
Alright, that's 1 success and 2 advantages. You can decide on your advantages, but she is not lying.
Okay.
Watcher could have told you that without a roll.
I know, my character's like, don't we all want to go home?
Yeah.
We all want to go home, metaphorically speaking. Tim kind of looks at the others on the crew and says, well, I know Watcher's vote is for execution. What about the rest of you? You okay, Jason? You...
I mean, I don't. What are we gonna like? Where are we gonna put her otherwise?
Some asteroid, off.
We need to get that done as soon as possible. Like every moment she's on the ship, she's a liability as well.
All right. Well, what do you think, Dr. Beck?
I don't have a problem with her continuing to exist beyond this moment, so long as she is not a threat to the operation.
Tim kind of squints again and is like, well, I believe you when you say you just want to go home. And I'm willing to make that happen. So long as you give us your word.
This is when, like, the 70s porno we didn't know we were in takes a tragic turn.
Oh, boy.
Hmm.
So at that, the captain just kind of, as you were all discussing it, she's kind of glancing this way and that, from what she can see anyway, since she's kind of in a big pillow fort.
I got, like, a window out for her.
Either that or she's, like, climbed to hang her arms on the top of it.
I like
a giant baby.
I love that image. It's better.
Oh, come on, guys. Look, I'll give you my word. After the way this went down, and I'm assuming at this point all my crew is dead and my ship is gone, I'm about ready to start a new line of work.
Well, it just so happens that we know a supplier in this area named Benny.
Oh, not Benny.
That is an in-character laugh, by the way.
That Benny guy is nothing but a cheat. I wouldn't buy anything from Benny.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, no, that was a joke. All right,
Wasn't
Dr.
very
Vec,
funny.
it was hilarious. Fine, Dr. Vec, you open up the cage thing, and Tem will have his blaster rifle.
That
Not the
goes
rifle,
about
the
the
pistol.
highly convoluted process of, I'm just curious. I'm just gonna roll this out on a whim. I need to know in my head how convoluted and intricate this lock system on the pillow fort is.
Do you need an Allen key?
It's like IKEA instructions for it.
All right, it's pretty fucking intricate. I had four
Wow.
difficulties in there for whatever reason.
Wow, I figured it would just be some chicken wire, but no, you've gone full tilt on that.
45 seconds later, like, optic scan complete. Welcome, Dr. Vec. Mattress swings open.
Tem just kind of looking on in bemusement.
Even the captain looks kind of impressed. She like comes down from the top of the wall. I saw you put that together, and that was pretty impressive.
Dr. Vec nods knowingly.
So look, here's the deal. You've never seen us. That's it.
That's it?
That's the deal. You've never seen us. You don't know who we are. You don't know where we're from. We never
This
met.
This is all true.
Exactly.
I did hear most of your names just then, but I'm going to just block them out.
Vec says, not making a strong case. I could remove those from her memory.
That's fine. Those were code names anyway. All right, let's get her off the ship. And Tem will prod her in the back to get her down the ramp there.
Yep. So she'll just start walking out. She's got her hands up. She's
Hold on.
obviously a bit nervous about this arrangement.
I gotta open this ramp here. Just hold on. All right, there we go. And the ramp opens.
Really, really weird that you guys have a knock system to get in.
It's the most secure way to protect your ramp.
I'll take your word for it. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. I don't know you guys. Don't really care. I'm just glad to be alive. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, business.
Is although one question, if you don't mind.
I don't mind particularly. It depends on the question.
Well, I was just wondering, what happened to Galinda?
It's best you don't know.
Who was that?
Galinda is the person that Tim was impersonating in the first session.
A
That's right.
lady. A lady spacer smuggler captain.
Who was invited to dinner aboard the vessel.
Who's good friends with this captain.
Yep, they were BFFs, and she actually looks a little crestfallen at that, but she'll make her way down the ramp without any further ado.
And Tim will close the ramp. All right, Jason, you get those exit codes. We're heading to Quen Station. After the ramp is closed, of course, so she can't hear that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's plot a course for adventure. Or Quen Station, whichever one you guys want.
Just stealing that taxi we stole.
Ooh, a free taxi.
I can't wait until that comes back to bite us in the ass.
Watcher is going to look at Tim and say, should I give you the percentage chance that she will betray us?
Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not?
About 72.89%.
Tim notes that in his little data pad there. I mean, 2.89 per... How do you get to the percent on this keyboard? And it's okay, shift, tab, second one, percent.
Watcher
Okay, there
turns
we
out
go.
to be a droid.
I'm actually surprised that that it went down that way. I thought for sure you were going to shoot her in the back, Tim.
Why would you think Tim would do that?
Probably Watcher who would have screwed with her. not Tim.
I don't know. This seems kind of cold-hearted at times.
Yeah, at times. That's because his heart was surgically replaced by ice, thanks to the Imperial scientists back on
That's how
Coruscant.
they do. Yeah, all right. So you guys are gonna go ahead and put your new prisoner into the pillow fort.
Yep, into the pillow fort he goes.
Wasn't his name like Taxi Cabman?
Yeah, driver taximan.
That's the one. Yeah.
Well, that was clearly a fake name.
Most likely, I assume. Though you never know. It is Star Wars.
Was it the driver that you guys took, or the driver from the other taxi?
No, it was the original driver, because his taxi crashed into Toastland, and he was knocked unconscious for the duration of the battle.
Hmm.
And the other two were kind of dead.
Yep.
As you do. All right, so unless there's anything else you guys want to do on Nar Shaddaa, you're certainly able to leave the planet.
All right. We get one of those cut scenes of us lifting up and then flying away from Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, hold on. I got something for this.
Actually,
Hold
it's
on.
a clock wipe.
Hold on. I got something. Hold on.
Nice.
Thank you. It was
There you
beautiful.
That was good. I loved it.
Laying a course for Quen Station.
Okay. Yep. I'm on that. You know it, brother, says Jason.
Tim's trying to be really like leadery and stuff. Like, all right, punch it.
As he sits down and actually does lay in a course for Quen.
All right, go ahead and roll your astrogation for me.
Will do. What's the setback? What's the difficulty?
Let's see. You guys got this ship from that place, so it'll be average difficulty, 2 purple.
2 purple? 2 purple. And then I click off of it because I have to click off it, and then I roll it, and then
It's a really
total
good roll.
wash.
Really good roll. Maybe your co-pilot should help out.
Is that me?
I don't know. Someone with a big intelligence score.
Well,
I don't have any points in astrogation. If you do, Vec.
I don't. I just have the raw 6 intelligence.
6.
Yeah, it's still 6. Hasn't changed.
She has 2 brains.
Yeah, it's ridiculous and still biting me in the ass.
Damn.
I love it.
Yes, biting you in the ass with all of the difficulties it results in combat and social situations. 2 brains.
I'm gonna say off that roll that the astrogation computer just blue screen because he definitely put in the coordinates right, clearly.
All right, so it is blue screened right now. The little mech that it's plugged into starts making a high-pitched whirling sound.
Why did we get a mech?
Dr. Vic swivels her head and walks into the room. She looks at the screen. Not again. What is this?
And with that, Jason's gonna hit it, and she's gonna smack it across the computer part, and try again. Also, I don't know where that black die came from. I don't see
Well,
where it is.
well, it was empty anyway, so.
I gotta find where it is coming from, though, because
Well, let me see if it's coming from my dice pool. It shouldn't, but
I found it. Never mind. I
All
got
right,
it.
Good.
Tim's looking over Dr. Vec and Jason's shoulders, you try pressing escape or control escape a couple times. I've seen that work in the hollows.
Well,
No.
if I can bring my skilled assistance to the table for you, as has been covered before whenever we've done skilled assistance, you can use your skill level with my characteristic.
Yeah,
It's a really odd way of in character explaining it.
I know.
But
As for as for like how it is in character, like we're staring at the blue screen, and Jason hits it a few times, and so Dr. Vec reaches up to like the 3-ring binder that's like sitting on top of the computer, and like flips open the folder and starts going down the checklist. Have you tried wiggling the third dial 3 times and then pressing these buttons in the correct sequence?
Well,
Begin.
So you just want me to roll astrogation with your 6 intellect?
That's, I don't know what God wants.
You
God will
can do
allow
it
this.
if you want. That's fine.
But yes, that's what it is. It ends up being a little where Tim's like shouting in the background, "Have you tried unplugging it? It doesn't work like that."
Hey!
So through a combination of this, so four successes and 3 advantages. It's a team effort right there, and it's very successful.
Fantastic.
We've gone through like 87 pages. That's it. It works. No more.
I think it was me hitting it, though, for real.
they calculate.
I
doesn't.
I like that headcanon. It was Jason hitting it, but Dr. Vec just adamantly insisted on going through at least like 1/3 of like the checklist.
It's like a giant manual, too.
Jason's like, "Please, it works, please.
It's fine.
I just want to fly the damn ship."
All right, so somewhere in all of that, the course is locked in. It's saying it's going to be about a day's travel for you guys to get over to Quinn Station. And when you're ready, you can definitely put it into hyperdrive.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here. It's the hyperdrive noises.
Wow.
They're
Those are
good.
the actual sounds you're making.
Yep. Sound.
Yeah,
Jason is totally making those noises because he loves space.
it's like Police Academy.
I guess that's true in this universe.
No, it's like Spaceballs. Who loves the beeps. The creeps and the sweeps.
Love that show and movie. Not the show. The show was bad, but I love the movie.
It was a cartoon and it was terrible. I agree.
It was real bad. But hyperspace that we're in now is great.
It's great. Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Got back on track.
Yep.
While we're traveling through hyperspace, can I try and fix my new helmet so that it
Yeah.
has
So
my
you guys
mod
have got
in it?
about a day. There's a few things that you can certainly do. I think some of you are injured also, which you may also want to tend to.
Yeah, it's fine.
Injuries. Oh my. This
That's
sounds
right.
like opportunity.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
We have these facilities here for a reason, Tim.
Oh.
You
Okay.
have to be in tip-top care. Let the good doctor take care of you. Shh.
Yeah, I took 9 wounds, so I'm in pretty rough shape.
Oh, I didn't know how bad you feel.
Oh yeah, it's pretty
Oh
bad.
yeah, we're hurt.
I got
aren't we?
shot with a
I forgot
disruptor
about that.
several times.
I mean, those would have been details that probably would have been noticed beforehand. I knew you folks got into a firefight. I didn't know it was that bad.
It was real bad. It was real
They
bad.
took a salt tablet on the taxi ride back.
We huddled in a pile on the roof, sort of crying and shooting back at the enemies, hoping they would go away. It was very
Yeah.
heroic.
Yeah, that
Place
was
been on
the cover they saw. It was lying down on the ground. There's so many places you guys could have gone too.
We could have gone to hide behind the damaged, almost exploding taxi, the sparking
Could have.
sign.
Could have jumped the roof to the jam it in.
That was obviously a trap.
But yes, there are some injuries. You want to do your repairs, that's fine as well. And you've also got a prisoner.
I don't know the rules for, like, I've never been in a game where we've used, like, medicine. I don't know like how I go through how we go through the process of like tending to wounds.
That's a good question, isn't it, Steve?
It's a good questioning character that he just asked. I'm not really a doctor.
Look,
Doctor is just a name.
That's what my parents called me.
I'm just going to put more oil into you.
See, folks, my first name is actually Doctor. My last name is Beck. You all have misunderstood.
I remember, well, that's a story for another time. Okay, so, let's see. Do we need to pull out the books?
Let's see. I know that the medicine skills described have been on page 125 of the core rule.
I'm gonna shut off the recording while we look up rules.
No, damn it, we do this the fun way.